there, friends and family. So today I'm going to do another Carson-Newman tour. I did a tour last year, and I figured it's probably time for another tour, 2021 tour. For future reference, this is being recorded in October of 2021. So some of the places that I'm showing you are going to be experiencing some more changes in the days to come, in the years to come, I should say. Not necessarily the days, but in the years to come. For example, we have a new building that's being built on the other side of campus. I'm in Swan right now. It's going to turn into a building, but right now it's a construction site. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give you all a tour. I'm going to start all the way down to when you first walk on campus, and I'll just name what all the buildings are and what you can do in each of them. I am not going to go into any buildings. I'm just going to point and explain what they are, because if I were to go into them, this video would be like hours long. So yeah, just walking around campus, pointing out the buildings and explaining what they are and what kind of classes you can take in them or what you can do inside of them. So come along with me today. Okay, so the tour begins, and I'm going to go ahead and warn y'all that I'm going to try to show you what each of these buildings are to the best of my knowledge. Some of these buildings I'm not completely familiar with, but I just want to give you guys a general idea of where everything is on campus. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, another thing. It is the 2nd of October, so the leaves are starting to change, so you'll see some really pretty trees around here. Okay, now we can actually get started. Okay, so this is the beginning of Carson-Newman University, or the beginning of the campus. So you got these two little things that say Carson-Newman, pretty little flower beds and stuff. Alright, so you walk up here, and the first two buildings that you see are the Center for Community Engagement, and then you've got, I believe this is called like the Global Education Center. Yeah, Center for Global Education. I'm pretty sure that that is exactly what it sounds like it's for. So I think that's for international students, I would think. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where that building is. And then over here, the Center for Community Engagement. This is actually the house for the Bonner Scholars and the Faith and Justice Scholars. And then there's also some other stuff in there, but that's a neat little building. All right, so we move up a little bit. And on the left here, we have the Appalachian Cultural Center. Not exactly sure what this building's for. I've never been in it, but that's where it is. That's where it's located. And then, just up here a little bit, we've got Burnett, and that is where I lived last year. And then across the street from Burnett, we've got the First Baptist Church. That's not technically part of Carson-Newman campus, but it is like on campus. Like, it's not actually Carson-Newman property, but it is right here. So, got the church right across from Burnett. And then we walk up a little bit more. And I'm just gonna walk straight, and then I'll do a little like turn. Like, I'll walk up here and then I'll go around so that we can get like the full campus. But okay, so on the left we've got the Kathleen Manley Infirmary, and this is where you can see like nurses, and you can also get counseling services in this building here, and you can also get disability services. Yeah, so the Kathleen Manley building, or infirmary, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we walk up a little bit more. Actually, the sign will kind of show you what's coming up. So up here, down this road, we've got the Appalachian Commons, which are the apartments that you can get. So yeah, that down there, that building right there is App Commons. So I believe that you can get into App Commons possibly your sophomore year, definitely your junior and senior year. But yeah, they're neat little apartments that you can get. Okay, so we walk down a little bit more, and on the left we've got the music building. And then on the right, we have another building that I can't remember the name of, but we will look at it when we get around to it. I can't remember what that's called. It's either the Baker Building. I don't think it's the Baker Building. It's the building that's attached to the Baker Building. But anyway, we'll focus on the music center. So you have a lot of your music classes and stuff inside this building. They have a lot of recitals in here. Anything music will be found in this building. Hence the name, the Music Center. Okay, so we walk up a little bit more, and you can already kind of see Swan right there. And then across from Swan, we have the library. But before we get to Swan and the library, there's this little walkway here that leads down to two different buildings. We have Bly Petit Hall and the Ted Russell Building. So I'm not going to walk all the way down there because it's a little bit of a hike, but I will point to where they are. Okay. So this one right here is Ted Russell, and this one right here is Bly Petit. Bly Petit is like the consumer science building, and then Ted Russell is, I'm not sure what it specializes in, but I've never had any classes in there, but it's one of the newest buildings on campus. But yeah, they have some sort of classes in there, none of which I have taken, but yeah. So we've got the library right here. We're looking straight at the library now. And then we've got Swan, and we're looking straight at Swan right now. So I neglected to say that Burnett was a freshman girls dorm, and then Swan is a sophomore and above girls dorm. Okay, so now we're looking straight at Henderson, which is I think it's probably one of the biggest buildings on campus. We've got the religion classes in there, we've got the English classes in there, and some education classes. Not many, but some like education English classes. Okay, and then we've got Butler. So Butler Hall's where like financial aid and admissions are. So if you have like any questions about your like financial information, you would go to this building. But you also can go to this building over here, which is, it also has administrative offices in there as well. But that is where the president's office is. I've only been in there like 1 or 2 times, maybe 3. Actually, yeah, 3 times. But yeah, that's where that is. Then, up here, we have some sort of house. Oh wait, no we don't. That's not part of Carson-Newman. Never mind. So that is the end of Carson-Newman campus. You can see that little sign right there marks where Carson-Newman campus ends. I'm gonna go ahead and cross the street here. I'm taking a right. Alright, so we're walking down this little thin stretch of road. We've got the Fight Administration building right here. I'm walking along the side of it. And then on my left, we have some guest houses. So we have the Rear Mission House, which is the White House right there. That I believe is just a guest house. Not entirely certain, but that is where that's placed. And then next to it, you have the Seton Guest House, which I know that the Seton Guest House is for Carson-Newman alumni, because my grandparents and their friends have come and stayed in this house. So this is where like alumni will stay, and then I think some other special guests. It's such a cute little place. And then I'm gonna go ahead and turn you over here. That's still the Fight Administration building. We've got the prayer garden right here. It's just a small little area. Got a little picnic table there too. And then this parking lot right here attaches to Henderson. So we're on the left side of Henderson right now. I'm gonna take a quick left down this road. There's not much down here, but the Faith and Justice House is down here, so I just wanted to show you that. The reason that I know this Faith and Justice House so much is because I'm part of the Faith and Justice program. So I just wanted to kind of show you all the Faith and Justice House. So the Faith and Justice House is where some Faith and Justice scholars get the opportunity to live. So you like fill out an application if you're a Faith and Justice scholar, and then you are selected to live in this house. And there are 4 different rooms, so there are 4 different people who are selected to live in this house. It is a very cute house. And this is the Faith and Justice House. So, alright. I'm gonna walk up here and then take a right, and it'll take us to the street that alumni is on. Okay, so I've made it to the end of this road. So down here on the left is the Faith and Justice House. So I've walked this way, and now it takes me to this road. I apologize that I am still not familiar with the names of these roads around here. I'm just familiar with every other aspect of this campus visually. Okay, so on the left we've got alumni, and then on the right we've got the campus, or the construction site for the new building that's going to be built. So this is what this little area looks like in October of 2021. It will be a building by 2023, I think, is the projected finishing date. So that is what's here in October of 2021. And then over here we've got alumni. This parking lot right here used to be just a bunch of green, and then this area right here used to be the alumni parking lot. But since they had to build this, they took all the greenery over here and created a parking lot, and then they're obviously building over here. All right, so for perspective, I'm in front of alumni. Construction site's here. I came from that road right there, which is where the Faith and Justice House is over here. I've walked, come this way, and I'm here now. So now, I'm gonna take a left up here and show you guys Heritage. Okay, so I'm walking down this road. I'm gonna turn around and give more perspective, just in case you all got lost. So, alumni, that's where I was. I walked down here, that's where I am now. So on the right here is Heritage. This is the men's dorm. I think it's the biggest building we have here on campus. I know I said Henderson was, but I think Heritage is. So this is Heritage. And then on the left here, we've got the Hess family house. I think that's how you say it. I might be wrong. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Not exactly sure who lives there, but it is Carson-Newman property. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around and start walking this way. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna turn around again. Sorry, my bad. If you go down here and then do some like squigglies, you will make your way to Mossy Creek. I'm not gonna walk down there right now because the hill is pretty daunting. And it's quite a trek down there, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But Mossy Creek is beautiful. And if you go down that way, it'll take you there. But now I'm gonna head back up and then head to the left. Alright, so I am back by alumni. I have left Heritage behind, and now I am turning left. So on the left here we have the Doherty Science Building, I think is the technical name for it. I'll have to check the sign to make sure that that's the technical name for it. But this is where all of the science and math classes are, as far as I'm aware. Because those are the only classes that I have taken in here, are math and science. There may be other things, but generally it's math and science. So it's a cool little building because you can actually make your way to the tip top, and you can like oversee campus from the top. It's a cool little view. It's called the Doherty Science Center is the technical name for it. So it's got biology, physics, chemistry, and mathematics in it. Alright, so I'm gonna keep walking forward. On the right, I've got the back of Henderson. So if Henderson weren't there right now, you could look straight at Swan. And then a little over here would be the library. But since Henderson's there, that's the back of Henderson. Alright. So on my left here we have the parking lot for Heritage. Heritage is right there. And then a little farther up here on the left we've got the tennis courts. And then behind the tennis courts we have the softball field. And then behind the softball field we have the football field. And behind the football field we have the baseball field. I'm not going to go all the way down there because that is the same hill that Mossy Creek is on. So it's a little bit of a trek. So you have to take my word for it. Okay, so on the right we have the Chambliss building. This is where I believe it's history. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. This is sociology and psychology building. I have had a class in there. It was history though. I don't think it was supposed to be in that building. Okay. So straight in front of us to the left, we've got the MSAC. So this is the MSAC, and inside the MSAC we have some athletics. We have student services in here. We've got the bookstore in here. We've got Chick-fil-A. We've got a little lobby area. This is where the lobby area is, where a lot of people like to study. Downstairs we've got the 3 gym, which is where a lot of intramural sports are played. We've got the gym. There's a gym down there, student gym. We have the pool down there. And then we also have the Holt Field House in here, which is like, it's right about right here, where they hold a lot of ceremonies and stuff. So the MSAC is actually a really big building on campus. It's one of my favorite places to go. Oh, because I neglected to say that it is also where the mailboxes, or the post office is. So yeah, it's a pretty big building here on campus. Okay, so on the right we've got, this is the cafeteria, but it's also the education building. So we have the cafeteria on the top floor, and then on the bottom floor we've got the education part. So I've taken a lot of classes inside of the cafeteria. And then right here's the Department of Public Safety building, so it's campus security. So if you are concerned about something on campus, you would go there and you would talk to people. This building here on the left is the Center for Campus Ministry and Missions. I have never been in there, but like if you guys ever come to Carson-Newman campus, or decide to come here if you are not already a student, FCA and BCM both, I think, have been held in here, not typically, but those who run FCA and BCM stay in here. Okay, so I am not going to walk all the way down, but I will show you what is over here. Looking directly in front of us, this is the practice football field. This is where a lot of people will practice different sports. It's not just football. And then that building right there, that's the KSAC, and that is the building for all athletes. And then next to it is obviously the football field. So just for reference, football field. MSAC's right here. There's soccer fields right here. Yeah. Alright, I am walking towards the MSAC. For reference, cafeteria, education buildings right here. MSAC's right here. I'm about to turn left onto the street and then show you guys the rest of the buildings here on campus. Alright, so here is the front of the cafeteria. It is technically called the Stokely Memorial Cafeteria, but everyone calls it the CAF. And then on the right, we've got the Chambliss building. We passed by that when we were walking past Doherty and the tennis courts. So that's Chambliss, and that's psychology and sociology. And then right here we've got the Warren Art Building. That is for art classes. I have never been in that building. Okay, so for reference again, art building, cafeteria, and then we've got steps here that lead up to the columns. And this is such a pretty area of campus. This is one of my favorite views right here. So looking directly in front of us, past the columns, is Henderson. Okay, over here, there's a little area where certain events are held. That's called the Eyrie. It's just an open area. You've got some picnic tables over there. And then you've got the library. And then Maples is right here too, which is part of the library. So you've got seating outside of Maples over here. And then right here, this is the Baker Building. I believe. No, I was wrong. Okay, so this is the Butler Blanc Building. I'm not exactly sure which classes are held in there, because I've never had classes in there. I know that the Faith and Justice program just had Peace Week, and for the main event for Peace Week we had a rage room, which was basically you go into a room and you just like throw plates and like break things. But anyway, that was held in this little area right here. But as far as buildings go, I have no idea what classes are in there. Okay, and then on the right up here, this is the Baker Building. So when I told you guys, when I was showing y'all the music building and I showed you the building on the right and said that I thought it was the Baker Building but wasn't exactly sure, I was right. So this is the Baker Building. This is where the ROTC is. Apparently the counseling department's up here. I didn't realize that. This is also where some history is, because I had a history class in here as well. And then on the third floor, we actually have what's called the campus store. So if you're a Carson-Newman student, you are able to go up to the campus store when they're open during the week, and you can actually go and get food from the store, and you can also visit the career closet, which is part of the store. You just go up there and you take what you will use and what you'll eat, and it's a very nice little service. And psych, I was wrong. This is actually the Dr. J. Randall the Dr. J. Randall O'Brien Veterans Center. It was not the Baker Building. This part of it is the Veterans Center. So my bad. It's not the Baker Building. Alright, so this takes us to Russell, which is where the music building, Swan, the library down there, Burnett, the infirmary, like this is the road that everything is on. So this, we made a full loop and I showed you guys everything. I mean, to my knowledge of Carson-Newman campus. I hope you all enjoyed. You know, some of these buildings I'm still not completely familiar with, even though I've been here for a year already. But I'm hoping that you guys got the general like gist of what Carson-Newman campus looks like and where everything's located. That was just kind of the goal of the video, was to just kind of show y'all where everything is placed. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.